Okay, 7 o'clock, April 4th. I want to welcome everybody to the Town Council meeting. If we could please first rise to salute the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Okay, before we get to our roll call, I guess I have to announce that we're both video and audio recording the meeting under Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 30A and Section 20. I have to announce that. Is there anybody in the audience joining us today who's recording? Yep. Abby's in the house from the West Springfield Record. And thanks for being here. We appreciate it. Can you take a roll call?
Certainly. Councilor Laflamme.
Present.
Councilor Griffin.
Here.
Councilor O'Brien. Councilor Eager.
Here.
Vice President Clune. Councilor Smith.
Present.
Councilor Powers.
Present.
Councilor DeStefano.
Here.
President Sullivan.
Here. Thank you. All right, approval of the agenda. I'll entertain a motion to approve it as posted.
So moved.
Do I hear a second? Okay, any discussion on the motion? Okay, seeing none, we'll go to a vote. Councilor Laflamme?
Yes.
Councilor Griffin?
Yes.
Councilor Eager?
Yes.
Councilor Smith?
Yes.
Councilor Powers?
Yes.
Councilor DeStefano?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. Okay, we have no public hearings this evening. Our audience is rather thin.
I don't know about that.
Oh, you got a heavy hitter in the house.
Yeah, he has been on the bike a lot, but I don't know about that.
Yeah. Anyway, is there anyone from the public who'd like to address the council? I don't see anyone, so we'll move along to approval of the minutes. I'll move that we approve the regular and public hearing minutes of March 21st, 2022. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Okay, any discussion on the motion? Okay, seeing none, we'll go to a vote. Councilor DeStefano?
Yes.
Councilor Powers?
Yes.
Councilor Smith?
Yes.
Councilor Eager?
Yes.
Councilor Griffin?
Yes.
Councilor Laflamme?
Yes.
And I vote yes, it's unanimous. Thank you. Okay, communication this evening. We've got a couple that I'd like to start off with. First, I want to send out condolences to the DeJory family. Tony DeJory passed away. Icon in West Springfield, started the summer concert series, the first of its kind in Western Mass. Arts Council did tremendous work for the city. He actually, when I was a little kid, he taught me how to play the drums. He knew I wasn't very good at it, but I told him I was just doing it to strengthen my forearms so I could play baseball. So that was the end of my lessons. But Tony's a great guy. He's going to be missed. If we could just take a moment of silence in memory of Tony, I appreciate that. Okay, thank you. On a later note, we want to wish Councilor Mike Eager a happy birthday today. We won't ask him his age, but we do want to wish him a happy birthday. So, Michael, happy birthday to you. Thank you.
Old enough to get married. Old enough to get married now.
And I also want to announce that Earth Day cleanup, April 23rd, 2022, you can sign up. The West Springfield Environmental Committee, I believe you can actually sign up on their website, which is wsenvironmentalcommittee.org. I encourage everybody to do that. It's actually a great event, and it's great camaraderie, and it's for a good cause. So anyone who's interested, go to that website. Okay. Any other communication from counselors? Okay. Seeing none, we'll go to our student rep. Karen is here today. What do you have for us?
Thanks. So I just have a couple of things to share in regards to the town cleanup. West Springfield High School is really excited about that. Our Key Club, which I'm a part of as well, has been trying to get some volunteers for that. We have over 15 people signed up, so we're really excited to get the town cleaned up, and the students are really looking forward to that. We have a lot of participation every year, and the students usually have a good time. And so I wanted to discuss a little bit the end of the winter sports season. So it was a really great season for most of our teams. Our indoor track team placed 6th at nationals, which is a huge feat, and our cheer team placed 4th at states. So we were really excited for both of them, and we're looking forward to the success continuing into the spring sports season. We finished tryouts last week, and now practices are in full swing, so we're really looking forward to that. And on another note, we have some exciting news for the band, who's waited over 20 plus years for them to get new uniforms, and they finally got approved. So they're really looking forward to that, seeing what they'll look like and being able to look their best for the next upcoming performances. We also had an exciting event happen last week at our school. We had a judge come in, Judge Goodwin, to visit a couple of the classes and talk a little bit about what it looks like to work in the law field. Students were really excited about that. We have a lot of students interested in that field, so it was cool for them to get to talk to somebody who is in that field and give them kind of the first-person perspective. And then just to finish up, we're continuing with mask optional, which has been going really great. As I mentioned last time, numbers are continuing to be low, and students are really doing a great job at respecting everybody's personal choice. So that was all I had for you guys.
Great, thank you very much. I do want to also announce that the next council meeting will be Tuesday, April 19th. The 18th is Patriots' Day, so Town Hall will be closed, and the council meet on the following day. Okay, let's scoot down to new business. Counselor Smith, do you have anything for us?
I do.
All right, fire away.
Once I turn my microphone on. I would like to move to approve the appointment of Ken Ratusi to the Building and Other Facilities Planning and Construction Committee, term to begin April 5th, 2022, and expire December 31st, 2023.
Second.
Okay, moved and seconded. Any other discussion? Did your committee take a position?
We did. We took a position 2-0
In favor?
in favor of
Right.
the appointment for Ken
Great.
Ratusi.
Any other discussion?
No.
Ready to go to a vote? Counselor DeStefano.
Yes.
Counselor Powers.
Yes.
Counselor Smith.
Yes.
Counselor Eager.
Yes.
Counselor Griffin.
Yes.
Counselor Laflamme.
Yes.
And I vote yes, it's unanimous. Thank you. Anything else for us?
I do. We met again this evening to discuss this here. I'd like to move to approve the appointment of Donald Delagostina to the License Commission, term to begin April 5th, 2022, and expire December 31st, 2024.
Second?
Moved and seconded. Did your committee take a position on Mr. Delacostina?
Thank you, we did. Took a position 2-0
Okay.
in favor of approval.
Favor, thank you. Any other discussion on the motion? Okay, seeing none, we'll go to a vote. Counselor Laflamme?
Yes.
Counselor Griffin?
Yes.
Counselor Eager?
Yes.
Counselor Smith?
Yes.
Counselor Powers?
Yes.
Counselor DeStefano?
Yes.
And I vote yes, it's unanimous. Thank you. We have a number of referrals today. I'm going to do one, and then I see the mayor is with us this evening, and he can address his legislative package. But first, I want to make and I want to waive formal readings when we get to that point. But first, I want to, the eminent domain takings of permanent and temporary construction easements for the Memorial Ave project. I'm going to formally refer that to the Budget Subcommittee. Mr. Mayor, you want to address us and the community?
I think this is my first time before you all, and thank you. I know I've talked to all of you at some point about the legislative package that's before you tonight. I just want to give a quick overview to the community. There's 10 items that we've included in this package. I'll go down the list real quick. Some of them are small, some of them are larger. The first being the municipal light plant, so that's voting. Again, we voted last session to approve a municipal light plant, which allow us to have fiber and bill for that fiber that's being built out right now. And this would also allow us to put a ballot question on for November that the community would vote on as well. And we'll have more information on that if it goes smoothly through the council. Second is special legislation for 7 additional liquor licenses. They'd be focused in our downtown area, 5 for the north side of Memorial, Union, Main, and the Central Business District down here, and then 2 up for the Route 20 corridor. So that would be a vote by the council, then that would go out to Boston for approval by the legislature. Acceptance of a local option, which would special injury and leave indemnity fund. So that's kind of a procedural thing for us on financial side. It would create a special account for us to put money in to pay for police and firefighters when they're injured. Right now, we do it out of the overtime budget, so it'd be a little more clarity for the council and the community to see how that money, what money is in there and how it's being spent. A couple zoning ordinances, amendments. The first, wireless communication facilities. That's work that Councilor Eager had started last year. We've kind of cleaned it up for small cell facilities that you see on the telephone poles. These aren't the big ones we see on the water towers, but the ones that are just on the utility poles. Accessory structure setbacks, property buffers. That's to allow smaller lots to basically put a shed closer to your property line. So a lot of the smaller lots, we have some weird design lots or weird drawn lots in town, and that will allow more people to basically have a shed. Signs, I'm sure most people here have worked on our sign legislation at some point in their career. This is electronic sign legislation where the last time we did it, we left out gas station pump toppers. So when you go up to pay for gas and those crazy numbers are on top, maybe they'll get lower by the time this passes, but those actual signs that they flip, they can, if they want to, they can make those digital. Fences, similar. This is for corner lots. So if you have a corner lot, it gets kind of questionable now how you can put a fence in based on our current zoning ordinance. So this will allow you to pick one of your sides to be your front yard, and the rest will allow you to put a fence in depending on what the zoning ordinance says from there. Impervious surface coverage. That's kind of just cleaned it up, and we're having a lot of more issues with the federal government. What is the federal government's doing? Pushing down the state government for what they call MS4 and the NIPD's permits for stormwater. This is to prevent someone from completely paving their whole property in residential areas and pushing all that stormwater back onto whether the neighbor's property, which we've had some issues on, or the street. Ninth is bringing back recreational marijuana sales, growing cultivation in West Springfield. 10 is home-based businesses, something we've been working on for a while. Started last year with Councilor Powers, and we're bringing back, this would do a couple things. We saw a lot of change throughout 2020 with people working from home, so we want to modernize our ordinance to make more of those uses acceptable, and then at the same time legalize what is essentially now a practice that we don't quite enforce as much, but commercial vehicles, allowing commercial vehicles up to 1 ton in size, so basically things you could buy yourself with a regular plate. If you put a commercial plate on it, it's not allowed to be at your house. So we want to make that allowable, and it's mostly for the trades, contractors, that type of thing. Any questions? I'm sure you'll have some, but just wanted to give you a quick overview.
Councilors, any questions? Okay. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Appreciate it.
Thank you. And to the student rep, I would say, don't go to law school. Ask us up here. Do something more fulfilling. Thank you.
Wait, you plan on going to law school?
Options for sure. Yep.
Okay, well, I'm sure whatever you decide, you'll be exceptional at it. Okay, so what I'd like to do now is, if there's no objection, I'd like to waive the formal reading on each one of these and just go through the referral process. Do I hear any objection to doing the formal readings? Okay, thank you. All right, so the mayor's legislative package, he's just reviewed that with us and the community. So what I'd like to do is the municipal light plant, and the vote of the council to authorize under Mass General Law 164, Section 35, and also the ballot question to voters, which would be November 2022. I'm going to formally refer that to the Ordinance and Policy Subcommittee. Legislation Home Rule Petition authorizing 7 additional all alcohol licenses. Formally refer that to the Ordinance and Policy Committee. The third one, acceptance of the local option pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 41, Section 111F, to establish special injury leave indemnity fund. That will be formally referred to the Budget Subcommittee. The zoning ordinance amendment, Section 300-11.6, wireless communication facilities. This should be considered the first reading and formal referral to the Ordinance and Policy Subcommittee and the Planning Board. The fifth one, zoning ordinance amendment, Section 300-6.3, accessory structure setbacks and property buffers. This will be considered the first reading and formal referral to the Ordinance and Policy Subcommittee and the Planning Board. 6, zoning ordinance amendment, Section 300-9.2 signs, gas station pump signs. This will be the first reading and formal referral to the Ordinance and Policy Subcommittee and the Planning Board. The seventh, zoning ordinance amendment, Section 300-9.4 fences. This will be the first reading and formal referral to the Ordinance and Policy Subcommittee and the Planning Board. The eighth, proposal from the mayor, the zoning ordinance amendment, Table 6-2, impervious surface coverage. This is the first reading and formal referral to the Ordinance and Policy Subcommittee and the Planning Board. The ninth, proposal from the mayor, zoning ordinance amendment, Chapter 300, various sections of marijuana establishment. This will be considered the first reading and formal referral to the Ordinance and Policy Subcommittee and the Planning Board. And the 10th, zoning ordinance amendment, Chapter 300, various sections, home-based businesses, also the first reading and formal referral to the Ordinance and Policy Subcommittee and the Planning Board. Looks like our subcommittees, especially Ordinance and Policy, be quite busy, Chairman Powers. Okay, anything else? I see nothing under unfinished business. Any other business come before the council? Okay, seeing none, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn?
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? It's unanimous. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it. See you on the 19th of April.